Hey everybody, it's Antonio. I hope you're doing all right today. Now, I know you're doing all right today because I'm putting the intention out that you're doing all right today because I'm doing all right. And I wasn't earlier, though. You know, it's funny that a lot of people just tend to think for some reason or another that nothing bad ever happens to me. And I'll say nothing bad ever happens to me. It doesn't. Things that I don't want occur. And I say that because I choose not to look at them as bad things. They're lessons. They're actually lessons. So in the whole scheme of things, they're actually really good things. When things may not happen the way you want them to exactly, you got to kind of say, well, what's the lesson here? And as you know, I do this weekly Monday night call, and I just said that just a moment ago that the people who show up in your life are a reflection of who you're being right now for whatever reason. And they're just here to teach you lessons to help you get to that next level. So here's what happened, okay? The thing that I didn't want, I'm not labeling as bad. So my assistant quits today. Today. And just last week I was just telling you about this. I hired this new assistant and she was great and she was helping me with all this stuff, but she quit today. And I was like, okay, well, wow, what do I do with that? And you just quit. So just like anything else when it happens, you ask yourself, who am I being, what am I being that attracted the situation? So I started thinking about, I said, well, what was it about this work experience that made her quit? So she tells me, well, I felt there was too much stuff to do. I felt overwhelmed. I felt there was no structure. And I said, oh, okay. I listened to her, and I was like, well, I thought we had some structure, blah, blah, blah. I mean, there was some miscommunications there as well, but for the most part, she was right. And when I look back to what the last couple of months have been, it's too much stuff to do. I've been overwhelmed, and I haven't had any structure. Hello? So this shows up in this other person who came into my life. So, now my goal, my intention is to attract someone who's meticulously organized so they can help me get everything that I'm doing organized. But, I attracted someone who was just like me. I attracted the exact same thing, someone who couldn't really handle, well, I don't want to say that, but I'll just leave it at that. I didn't attract the right person. And I'm not blaming her. I'm not saying, oh, you're this horrible person. I can't believe you did this. I did all this great stuff for you, and now you just quit on me. I didn't even get into that. I looked at Antonio. I said, what did I do to attract the situation? And a lot of it comes back to old habits. I hired her very quickly. I should have done more research. I should have taken a little bit more time. And actually, I should have interviewed more people than the few people that I did. But I felt like there was this time crunch that I needed to hire someone like immediately or the world was going to end. But clearly I rushed into hiring the wrong person. And again, this is not to slight her. So I don't want you to take it that way because I'm not slighting her at all. But she just wasn't what I was looking for. She wasn't what I was looking for. And I wasn't clear on what my intentions were either about what I was looking for. So I just got what I got, and it wasn't what I wanted. So again, I always say to be very clear on what it is you want, be very clear on the intentions that you put out there, because as the old saying goes, be careful what you ask for, because you just might get it. And that's not just verbally asking, that's actually also putting out the mental intention as well. Putting out that mental intention is another thing that will get you in trouble if you aren't very, very clear on what it is you want, because you'll kind of attract things by default. So hope you got a good lesson out of that, because I sure did. I'm going back to the drawing board in hopes to find the right match as far as my assistant is concerned. And I know she's out there, or he's out there. It doesn't have to be a woman, but I know this person is out there, and I'm just putting the intention around finding that right person, and also I'm also putting some intention on getting my stuff together too, so that when they do start working for me, I will have a better, more structured thing in place for them to actually work. So hope you got a good lesson out of this, and I'll talk with you soon.